Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, we're going to be discussing one of the newer dinosaurs that we've gotten confirmation of being on InGen's list. A dinosaur that shares an interesting relationship with another creature that the genetics company cloned 2 decades earlier. This herbivore is honestly one of my favorite additions to the franchise in quite some time. In fact, it may be my second favorite actual new dinosaur that got represented in the 5th entry in the series. This is one of the herbivores that scientists have been studying heavily for the last decade, the Styx devil itself. Stygimoloch was a member of the Pachycephalosauridae family and was named by Peter Galton and Hans-Dieter Seuss in 1983. Uncovered in the famous Hell Creek Formation, this dinosaur has a number of specific attributes that differentiate it from other members of the same family. First off, this dinosaur's skull is considerably smaller than that of its relative, Pachycephalosaurus. It also has a large assortment of spikes protruding from the back of its head and the sides of its face that are far larger and more pronounced than that of the other Hell Creek dinosaur. Stygimoloch is also quite smaller than the Pachycephalosaurus, with some scientists speculating that the creature could grow to approximately 10 feet long and 3 feet high, with a weight of around 170 to 200 pounds. Sharing its habitat with other animals like Edmontosaurus, Triceratops, and possibly even the king of the dinosaurs itself, Tyrannosaurus rex, Stygimoloch and the other members of the Pachycephalosauridae family would have to live in a world of much bigger and more formidable neighbors. Luckily, some scientists have presumed that the famed domed skull these dinosaurs possess to have been used for ramming, which could be very beneficial in fending off deadly predators. It is important to note, however, that other studies have come out in support of different uses for the domed skull as well, with some believing that the creature could have simply used it as a mating display. And this brings us to some of the more recent and interesting studies of the Stygimoloch. For about 10 years now, some paleontologists have supported the idea that both Draco Rex and Stygimoloch to be younger versions of the much larger Pachycephalosaurus. Their reason for believing this to be so happens to come from research done on the skulls of the animals themselves. Here's a bit of a lecture done by Jack Horner that goes into detail on the different features of the 3 animal skulls. After cutting into the skulls of both Draco Rex and Stygimoloch, we can see that the matter inside is incredibly spongy, which means that these animals still have quite a bit of growing to do. Couple this with the evidence that supports Stygimoloch's head spikes to actually be reabsorbing into its skull, and the resulting information that scientists gathered on Pachycephalosaurus skulls to actually not have spongy matter, and you get the hypothesis that states that it's very possible for all 3 of these dinosaurs to be the same animal in different stages of its life. Currently, this is the modern day thinking of this specific dinosaur, but that's not to say it won't change sometime in the future. Apart from this bit of information, Stygimoloch and its peers have also been hypothesized to actually eat meat in some more recent studies, but the jury is still out on whether or not this is scientific fact just yet. Now, after many long years of living in the Cretaceous, Stygimoloch would unfortunately fall into extinction. However, fossilized material of this animal's DNA would later be found by an illustrious genetics company, and after extracting what viable information from the remains that they could, InGen, now owned by Masrani Global, would create their very own genetically engineered Stygi. Jurassic World Stygimoloch were bred and housed on Isla Nublar, the island that was also home to the widely popular theme park. Our first look at this new dinosaur was given to us in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, these clones are actually relatively similar in size to what scientists believe them to be in the fossil record, weighing in at 91 kilograms and being about 3 meters in length. Like most of InGen's clones, the wrists of this animal are pronated, yet the typical shrink wrapping doesn't appear to be quite as severe as it is with other members of the company's creations. The only variants of these animals that we've currently seen on screen in the film canon are what we get to see at various parts of the newest entry in the series. These dinosaurs have a red and brown skin tone with a nice streak of a different shade of dark reddish-brown stripes adorning their backs. They also come with a considerably wider underbelly and a skull dome far more similar to that of the Pachycephalosaurus than the prehistoric Stygi from the Mesozoic era. During the course of the film, we get to see a Stygimoloch ram its head into a number of different things at the Lockwood estate. Here we can see the animal possibly maim and even kill a few of the dinosaur auction buyers that have showed up to bid for the illegally captured animals. Several of these small dinosaurs were able to escape and run into the forests of Northern California at the end of the film, meaning their current whereabouts are out in the wilds of the United States of America. Now, I'm curious to hear what all of you think about this animal. Are you a fan of the Stygimoloch, and do you like the design that it was given in Fallen Kingdom? To me personally, this is second to only the Carnotaurus out of the new dinosaur designs that we've gotten in the 5th movie, not counting the Indoraptor, of course. I'd love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this specific animal. in the comments down below. Now before I go, I want to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. It really means the world to me that all of you guys continue to support what I do, and I seriously am extremely thankful that you even watch these videos. Honestly, it means the world to me. Now I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching the video, and hope that you all enjoyed today's content. If you feel like I deserve it, I would appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.